Okay, the video has begun. I don't really like the lighting in this, but what we're going to do right now is work on a word, and the word is nipple. Oh, I'm sorry. Nipple. So the word count for nipple, and what we know is nipples, what they do, and you're allowed to add ABC wherever you go, because guess what? In this world, excuse me, A and B are everywhere, and we put it on everything. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking with each other, because you know what? In order to talk, I'm not sure if I can get this in the light. Where is it in the light? In order to talk, that's right, you need the alphabet back there. Okay, and that alphabet, 37 Nibiru and 28 of Einstein of the farm we live, E-I-E-I-O. Okay, and the number system, don't forget, 14, 21 is 35, represents the egg. 35 and 13, which is a flip number, is 48, 50, 55, 65, 73 number. Okay, so part of the word, just because it is in the number. Because 0 or O or whatever you want to do, it's round, my friends. Or it's a pulled round. So whatever it is, if somebody walks into the middle of the street and sees $1 and you say it's an 8 and he says it's a 6, it's what he sees. If you both say, hey man, I threw it away as a 0, but he found it as the letter O. Well, now we're screwed up. He's got 0, I got the letter O. Well, O's a 0, it's a hole, we can pass right through it, it's a big nothing, right? No. What 0 can do is very special, because all you got to do is do this to 0, and now you've got a passage to go through. So your ring that's an O, that's nothing, is something, but you've got to use it for something. So you go right through. Oh my God! One puff of marijuana, and like, I am so connected. But there's so much stuff. I need George Carlin. George, where are you? I mean, you've been in heaven a couple of years now. What have you done with all your stuff? All your information? Where is it? It's in his patience. You mean you stuck it in your patience? All your information, everything you want to do from now until tomorrow, there's tons of things to say. What did you do? He put it in order. Well, hold on, patience and order. Now we got to write that out to see where it hits on the number scale. Already, order is fantastic, because it's, oh, say, can you see? Oh, Canada. Oh, MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, she's good looking. Wow. An expressive O. So we got, we got golden French and a deer. That's like the red deer. It's the third time I popped up on a deer. Hey deer, how's it going? I don't mind if you're a little reindeer tonight, because I'm hot and fire. And my fire will turn your reindeer into a sleepy little girl. So let's finish off the order. 33 and 4 is 37. And the add-on of ER. 37 and an add-on? ER, 42, 52, 60. 60? Do you want me to show you what 60 looks like? 60 looks like these 4 dots. A couple of pigs sitting in the middle of 60. Why? Because the word FOUR, take away the F and it's hour, are on the 4 corners of the dice. I mean, what would you call the 3? 3 is out to any point, no matter what, because it's got to reach somewhere. The 2 ends have to reach. So they pull the 45-degree angle. You no longer need a dot because it's automatic. And you have a triangle on each side. You know what I'm saying? Triangles and squares. One's got a 6 face with 4 corners and 4 corners. The other you can call a 4-corner flat face. And just call it flat face, 4-corner Mars. 60. Then we can call Earth. We can call Earth a triangle. That would be 3. That would give me number 58. Gives you 2S, because you're in the 2 worlds, and you got to add on 2 more to reach to 4, because Venus is inside of you. Don't forget, you ain't shit until the earth and the water came together, and all that other stuff that the earth makes up is in there to be able to create who you are before God can even send any of his instruments down into your ears and go, I got a hammer in my ear. Can you hear something? Oh, don't do the wax. Well, what do you think the wax does? Anybody know about wax? You see, I don't know I don't need to know about everything. I just need to know about a little bit. The little bit I need to know is, what's the question? Alex Trebek. I mean, what's the question? If I can figure out what question and say, hey, here's the earwax, give me an answer to this, tell me what it is, so I can find the definition within the numbers. W-A-X. X. Took an axe to get an X, right? You just put things apart by putting them together. Funny thing about the X, you know what it is? It's a fold away. Then it just looks like a damn old eye, unless you're walking, you know? Okay, what are we going to do next? We got order, we got number 3, okay, now we're going to do number 3 is 58, plus number 4 is 60 equals 118. Now anybody that does numerology, you can do whatever you want. You want to go in high 18, you want to say KH, Kandahar, I don't know, what kind of can are they in there that's can of an R? Angel resident, send them on down. You ain't nothing, you're shit, man. If they cut off the electricity transformation, you're gone. And no one can live to tell you, because we're all gone. We fall to dust when everything falls apart. Don't you know how the speed of everything goes? They pull the magnets apart, and the more they pull them apart, the heavier the rain and hail comes down to the earth. Then what they do is they open them up just a bit, and they open up the bottom of the funnel that we're in. And when they open the top and open a little bit of the bottom or on the side, that's right, you got a wind tunnel. And the winds start howling. How did it go? The night owl howling down the highway. The drivers are driving. How does that song go? The night owl howling down the highway. Where else do we want to go with this? Let's switch over. I've got tons and tons of stuff, but we're going to try and go as slow as we could. The alphabet, okay, when you add up the alphabet from 1 all the way up to 26, Z, well, we should move to Z26 because the N is the same thing. Hey, bozo, it's not the same thing. It is the same thing. No, you're just not standing in the right place, because if you tilt a little over to the side and I tilt towards you, we'll make it some sort of 22% tilt, and then that Z and N will be just about the same thing. But what if I cut the bottom part off of it? You mean the bottom part? It'll turn into a 7. No, you idiot, you're on the wrong side. It's an L like the Lexus. All right. Spread your legs. Oh, you're turning a V into an X, right? But I'm just a Y because I'm a Gimel. Too many things to say about that one, so I just threw it on by. This is what we're going to do now. Let's see if I can find the numbers. A to Z equals 351. Remove. Oh, before we remove anything, C, E, A. Did you see the C? CEA is not spelled that way, but it's a CEA. How would you put the CEA? Stop with the spelling. Everybody keeps on spelling. Just look at it and it's whatever you see. I don't care what anybody else sees. We're recreating. We're not following a pattern that never existed. We're creating a pattern that one day will exist forever. Don't you see it? You're the ones who told me anyways. I listened to what you said. When you couldn't find something, I figured out why you couldn't find it. You were doing the wrong thing, and I figured out why you were doing the wrong thing and you couldn't find it, so I had to do something different that wasn't the same as yours, because something too different, okay, makes two singularities. One of them could be right, they can both be wrong, but at least you have them two. You can now look at both of them and say, I got 2 more. Now you got 4. Now you compare them and now you got more. Call it a trifecta, call it the super trifecta. Now at the track they got the big 5 high 5. They got the high 5. But there's no such thing as going in baseball and high-fiving, because the minute 2 hands come together on 2 teammates, there's only 8, 44, 4 and 1, DNA, Barack Obama. If 2 guys come in and give a high 10, they hit their thumbs with the other guy. Who wants to damage the only thumb they got? You know what I'm saying? That's why they make it awkward, 2 guys different sizes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like this. 351 minus 51. ACE says ACE. 351 minus the 51 for the vowels. That's right, there's 51 in the vowels. Let me show you how the 51 comes apart to be. And I wasn't going to do 51 in the vowels. Bad pen. Minus 51 in the vowels. And what's funny about minusing 51 in the vowels is that, well, we all know that, this is a very funny card, I shouldn't have showed you this yet, but minusing 51 is because the ace plays from the 5 position. That's 51. You're removing all the aces. You have the ace in the ace position, you have the ace in the 3 position, you have the ace in the 5 position, you have the ace in the 9 position. 9 and 5 is 14, 15, 16, 17. It equals 18. It equals 18 when you minus them all. But now there's more, because there's aces in the 7 and the 8s, but I call them moons. We're not going to minus them. 18 total? 18 total is A and H. So now, that's right, we got a har. 1 and 8, the 18th letter is the R, and it's the last letter that completes the first 18 numbers to say angel resonant. But we're going to do more than this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play the world of zeros. 0 equals 15. First we're going to go multiply. Multiply 15 by 15 is 225. 3 times 225 is 675. And 6 times 75 is 300. We're back to the beginning again. 15 plus 15 is 30. 30 plus 3 is 33 of the Christ. Or 0 is 15. 0 is 15 equals 30. Now what we have to do is I have to put this 0 here and this 0 here. Well, because when it comes to the payoffs, although they're both zeros, each one gets a different payoff inside. On the other side, like when they signed up, like when you sign up for a horse race, they may give you number 689, but when you go to run, they're only number 6 horse. You know what I'm saying? So what happens over here is we have 15 and 15 is 30 plus the 3 is 33, but each one will have to obtain. You see, 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Why? Because of each position. But we're just going to go as 33, 3 and 3 is 6. Now what we're going to do is 15 by 15, okay? 15 by 15 is 225, but 3 times 15 equals 45. Excuse me, I have to turn around, I can't see. Yeah, so we did have the 15 times 15 was 225. We did the 3 times 225, which came out to 675. 6 plus 7 plus 5, remember those numbers, okay, equal 18. 7 and 6 is M. The 5 is alone, it says E. If you want to see what your trifecta pays, 6 and 7 is 13. M. 5th letter is E, it says me. 6th letter is F. You have FG. EFG. Hedge. What does it mean? I'm not sure, but when it hedges to something to do with gambling, and all gambling was up for odds in creation. That's right. That's right. Winners and losers got created. So what we have to do now is, as you notice, 3 times 45 is 135. We're back to ace again. Although there was a mistake in this, and it does end at this, 5 times 45 equals 225. It all has to do with this. The reason this gets a greater value is because on the angles, it picks up a greater value. Straight up and down and across, it's less, but on angle to angle, it's more. The other thing that I was going to speak about is the letter G. G and P. 1 and 6 is 7, says path. Y, 2 and 5 is 7. Together it says beg. 3 and 4, okay, is 7. And all you get is the gates, okay, of 1. Because 34 together represents the word 1. So where first I use the numbers to come to the letters, I use again the number 34 in gematria to say number 1, because sometimes, you see, I don't have it down pat, but I'm finding out that certain numbers are singular, like the 1 is incredible. That's why there's no 1 letters on your telephone, and another reason for that is because in the gematria tree, 1 and 19 are separate from 10 and 28, which 2 and 8 is 10, and 10 is 10, and 1 and 9 is 10, and 1 is 1, because 1 is 1, and 1 plays from the 5th position. but one also plays along with 5 in the 3 position, which they'll show you in craps. Now I'm starting to get to an area where everybody's going to get mixed up. So we play with the alphabet here. Okay, and we play with the alphabet here by removing the ACE. If we remove only the singular ACE from its area in 1, because 3 and 7 can make 10, 1 and 9 make 10. Okay, 1 and 9 make 10, 3 and 5 make 8, 9 and 3, 9 and 5, where the ACEs double up. But this ACE, wow, what happened? Well, I don't know, something just went really weird. I don't know what happened, that was really weird. Wow. Anyways, maybe because I made too many mistakes, I don't remember. Anyways, and in the dice, okay, in the dice, the A is on the 1, 3, and 5 only. That says ACE. 1, 3, and 5 is 9. The total numbers on a dice, if you take away 9, is 12. You get 9 and 12 is 21. 9 is I, 12 is L, it's L-I, I-L, L-I-L-I, Lily. I know these are just little stupid things. There's something else. Where is it? We did the nipple thing. It has to do with L and U. L and U says to read. Or reading rail when we came into the game on a bubble or on a bull. I don't know, is it a bull ride and reading rail? I don't know. Anyways, this I'm not going to read you yet, I'm not finished. The other thing I want to show you is alphabet, or how about alphabet, when you just reverse these 2 letters here, and then you get 1 and 12 and 16 and 8, 13 and 24, 3, 5 and 20, and the alphabet equals, that's right, 65, which means communication of the white wolf. Another thing about that is take a good look at this, okay? This is what is created when you put 37 together, this is time heaven where we are right now, and this is Nibiru. Time heaven and Nibiru make communication. It creates the X. You see the way the X comes in on this side? See the way it sort of looks like a person? At the same time, it's the letter F, one going one way, one going the other way. 6, 6, the 2 islands, only created by the numerological value of alphabet. Down here, I'm connecting the alphabet from A to E and then A to F, and I'm going to do this in my next video. They all connect. Why do I do this? Because I'm finding perfect patterns, and there is one that I will read to you later that I've done before on a perfect pattern, and it keeps running perfect patterns, unlike where you think pi is not a perfect pattern. Maybe you're reading all the number sequences wrong, sequencing them from 2. Maybe you shouldn't start at the first number. Maybe you should be starting at the 5th number. Just like, because if you get 2 dice and you get a 9, you can't go backwards 9. So you have to, what was I saying? Anyways, whatever it is, there's always a different place for the connection. Oh, there's so many things. There's just so much. Another thing I wanted to show you, that when you count 1 to 12, the last 2 numbers, okay, if you take a look over this, 396 in this code, which is 10, 11, 12, ends in 396. Why? Because TEN equals 39, 11 equals 63, and 12 equals 87. Red October. And equals 6 man. 53 is the egg. Okay? Anyways, there's a lot of stuff. I hope I can remember. I'm going to duplicate things. If you're mathematicians, you see, I don't know anything. All I do is add up 1 and 1 is 2. And that's all I'm doing. 1 and 1 is 2. I'll divide it. I'll look at it. I'll look at the alphabet. What I do that might be a little bit different is first come, first serve. When I think of an idea and an adjustment, a value for a number in a dictionarial way, I seem to put more into it than actually is there, is the way I feel inside about the numbers, because based on a natural vibration that I picked up doing this for over 8 years now. Okay, so but just because you can test your stuff on something, well, my stuff can all be tested against each other. We can always classify things, this against this, this against this, and at the end it's just going to wobble itself into a place. And another thing I wanted to show is 2, 3, 7. creation of the seventh gate, a B. They get you from both ends. Pop goes up, pop goes down. Sometimes you have three sides because the fourth side is the exit. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I don't know how many seconds it's going to save, but I thank you for watching.